is the Division Podcast, episode number 21.
Episode 21.
Ho, ho, ho to everybody. Merry Christmas.
Sir. It's very cold outside. It's very cold outside.
You know what I'm saying? We got our Christmas hats up in here. We're up in the Christmas spirit. I'm Ryan G., your moderator.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby, and I done lost my jacket.
That's not good. It's too cold for all that, man.
Yeah, we got the Christmas special.
It was my favorite one. I have no idea where the jacket's at.
We got the three amigos up in here today, so y'all know how we like to start it off. We're going to get straight into the NFL. This is going to be our last episode for the next 2 weeks, so we're going to try to get as much information into this episode as possible.
It's going to be the last episode of 2019, to be
Ain't
exact.
That the truth? Ain't
yes,
that the truth?
Because when we come back, it's going to be 2020.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
2020.
is.
2020.
Yes, sir.
Like my vision.
Looking forward to it. 2020. Let's get to these scores, man. Sunday scores from this past weekend in the NFL. You had the New England Patriots beating the Cincinnati Bengals 34-13.
They should have. I mean, they recorded their whole playbook.
Let's go Pats, baby. Let's go Pats.
That's Gators.
Green Bay Packers over the Chicago Bears 21-13. I see that back there. Kansas City 23-3 over the Broncos. You had the Philadelphia Eagles 37, Washington Redskins 27.
Uh-oh, Cowboys.
Oh, don't even start that. Jacksonville Jaguars 20. They beat the Raiders 20-16. Surprisingly, in the black hole for their last game in Oakland. Come on, Oakland. Y'all got to do better, man.
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings beating the Los Angeles Chargers 39-10.
No smashing.
The Chargers fell off.
That's a shellacking.
Yeah.
That's what that is right there. Falcons finally want to start playing ball at the end of the season, winning 29-22 over the San Francisco 49ers. That was kind of an upset. If you look
thank
at
you
it
very
way.
much, Julio, for messing me up in fantasy.
Oh, don't even start me on fantasy. Lord have mercy. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 38, beating the Detroit Lions 17. You had the Houston Texans 24, Tennessee Titans 21, New York Giants 36, beating the Dolphins.
Eli, last game in New York. Shout out to Eli Manning, baby.
Go sit down, Eli.
Yeah, for real. It's time. It's time. 30-24, the Seahawks over the Panthers. 38-24, Cardinals over the Browns. Dallas 44, beating the Los Angeles Rams, who had 21. We're gonna get into my boys here in a little bit.
Depleted Rams.
And no, depleted. Now we depleted. Buffalo Bills 17, Pittsburgh Steelers 10. And
Josh Allen for real.
And the one pick you don't see on there is the New Orleans Saints. We're going to let Mr. Reggie F.
Game.
You should have definitely had that.
Well, no, because y'all get your own segment.
That was the best game of the week.
Y'all get your own segment.
Well, we didn't have the Ravens game on there. Shout out to the Thursday night game.
Yeah, the Thursday night game.
Ravens over the Jets.
And we're going to get into them also because Fur ain't here.
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, broke a Michael Vick record. We're going to get to them in a minute.
Yeah.
What's up with these Saints, Reg?
Oh, man, you tell me, man. Drew Brees, you know, you can't even say enough words for his performance the other night. 29-30, 307 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had the highest completion percentage rate in the history of the NFL.
What, he missed twice?
Once.
29-30.
I don't know how many people could throw 30 passes and have one incompletion.
96.7% highest completion percentage for a single game.
They dominated. They dominated.
Did.
The Colts let me down. I was at least hoping it had been a shootout.
Yeah, and I mean he broke the passing record. He's now has the leading touchdown record at 541.
Yep,
541 and counting. And he looked real good, man. Everybody played good. The wide receivers, Michael Thomas. That's another story. Michael Thomas at one time he had 11 targets with 11 catches, and he's 9 catches away or 10 catches away from breaking the
Marvin Harrison's record.
I think Marvin Harrison was 143. I don't know what he finished with.
He's 10 down. He had 133 right now.
I think if you get 8 receptions in the next game and the last game, he'll either tie it or break it.
No, he has 133 catches receiving
he was at
receptions right now.
He was at 127 during the game, and I know the record was 143.
Yeah, 133. I heard somewhere they said if he had averaged 8 for the rest of the games going out, that he would break it.
Yeah, but he caught more passes. He needs 10. He's probably going to pass it this week. Mm-hmm. And so he's gonna be breaking a record
Shout
also.
out Michael Thomas.
Yeah,
shout out to
man.
Michael Thomas.
It's just nice when you got a Michael Thomas to throw it to. And
Yeah, Michael Thomas had 12 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown. Taysom Hill, 2 catches. He had a touchdown. You know, they putting him one-on-one on the outside, and, you know, it's dangerous out there, man. As far as the offense go, we looking good. And also, shout out to the New Orleans Saints for picking up Janarius Jenkins. We have another lockdown cornerback. And we also pick up DJ Swearinger, too.
y'all got Swearing?
Yeah, we picked him up, too.
Well, I knew they was talking like I think Jenkins gonna wind up replacing.
No, Jenkins is gonna replace Eli Apple.
Eli Apple.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
that's gonna have the Saints in the playoffs with 2 shutdown corners.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
And
when
I like Jenkins.
Yeah.
I like Janoris.
He really good. He was doing good for New York this year. They just wasn't winning.
Drew broke that record, of course, Tom Brady had
Shout
to
out to
chime
the
in.
real GOAT.
Tom said, "Congrats, Drew. Couldn't be more deserving. Passing Peyton in anything is an incredible achievement, and your records will be tough to beat, but it's worth trying."
Well, man,
Yeah,
let me let
'cause
this be
Tom
known.
ain't too far
Let me let
behind.
this be known for the viewers because I think Drew is at 541, Tom's at 538 and counting. So
Yeah,
Tom probably
yeah,
gonna break
but
the
Tom,
record on Sunday also.
He
but
got to throw more
Tom-
than 20 yards, though.
Tom could have just tell the man. Tom just could have just tell the man congratulations and leave it at that.
Man, it's competition and he's still active. I like that.
Active, he can't throw past 24 yards.
Well, he's still active. I
So-
mean, I
so
can
I
see
guess
if
the
Peyton
question
Manning
is,
go
can
out
he-
there and throw something out there.
So they just going to go back and forth like, okay,
well,
if Tom
this
happens
probably
to
Drew Brees
overpass-
last year, so Tom gonna
Nah,
surpass everything.
don't sit up there and
next
say this
year.
Drew
So,
Brees last year.
This probably Drew last year.
It looked like
'cause,
Tom last year. If
'cause-
you
I
I mean,
ask
Drew's
me.
still looking good now.
man,
I mean,
them throws ain't nothing over 30 yards, man. Come on, stop that.
yeah,
Ain't nothing over 30
yeah,
yards, and they all
yeah.
crossing routes. And hey, look, I ain't
Nothing
taking
over
nothing
30
away.
yards.
I ain't taking nothing away from the man.
Nothing over 30
Michael
yards.
Thomas is an animal, and we saw what he did with Teddy
Hey,
Bridgewater.
when
So you know, I mean,
when did Tom
shout out to Michael Thomas.
when did Tom Brady pass 30
Shout
yards?
out to being thrown.
When did
boy.
Tom Brady pass 30
I just
yards?
know who the real
Hey,
GOAT
you know
is.
what? You know what? We need to have a.
Well, he was just in the GOAT conversation all week, and he got one ring.
Hey, listen, and this is to all the viewers. Do me
He
a
got
favor.
multiple 7 and 9 seasons.
Do me a favor. Go when you go on the YouTube website. Leave comments and let us know who you think is better out of Drew Brees and Tom Brady.
Somebody did leave comments. I
Who's
didn't
the
tell y'all.
greatest of all time when it comes to winning games, stats? Because the stats still comparable. I mean, it's just the rings now.
Drew Brees.
I mean,
Drew
you know,
Brees.
the stats are very similar.
The
It's just
stats is not similar.
The championships now.
You know how many?
Well, speaking on
you know how
that,
many passing yards we have?
speaking on that, the Patriots, they went ahead and clinched because they got that good footage.
Let's go Pats,
Finally.
baby.
They
Let's
went
go
ahead and
Pats.
got-
Finally.
You know
Let's
what
go.
I'm saying? They clinched. Everybody got their sign up. The Ravens clinch, Saints clinch. I'm just waiting on mine next week.
Finally.
We're gonna have my
Well,
picture
you
up
ain't
there.
waiting on nothing.
No, it's
Well,
coming.
what you is?
What
7
you
and
waiting
7?
on, Ryan? What you
Cheetah,
waiting on?
Cheetah talk, Cheetah. Talk, Cheetah.
What
Go
you-
ahead.
Shout out to the Pats, man.
What you waiting on? Christmas?
I'm waiting on my clinched pick.
We took care of we like everybody know we took care of the Bengals. And you know, that's the Bengals that they had the video stuff and all that going on with and all
Yeah,
that.
the
But
video
Please
stuff.
don't.
The
please,
actual
please,
game-
Don't bypass
The
that.
Please don't try
actual
to
game-
downplay
They
it.
played that, but Jay Glazer played that before the game started on
and,
Sunday.
and,
boy.
and
That
it
was
was
incriminating.
and it was
boy.
it was a little bit of it was a bunch of nothing.
Please
8
don't
minutes of nothing.
downplay it.
Matter of fact, we have a still
And
shot.
even all the announcers and everybody that's in football said it was a bunch of that was really nothing.
No, it was major.
You could only see the back. Of
we
certain,
have a still shot.
It doesn't matter who was the guy.
I
that,
looked at this whole video, and this is the photographer saying, "Once it's gone, it's gone."
It's
You ain't got
supposed
to
to
worry
be.
about
It's supposed to be the life or the game or the
Hey,
routine of a
Who
of
did
a
he
scout.
keep? Who did he keep
Okay.
asking who was
It's
in
supposed
the
to be a
film?
routine of
They
an
supposed to have
advanced scout.
some advanced scout. So where's
Come
the
on,
advanced
man.
scout
I
in the
mean,
film?
let me let
Okay,
you do the
let-
Drew Brees stuff.
Let him.
No,
It's
no,
supposed
you
to be.
didn't.
It's supposed to be the aspect of an advanced scout, and that's what he sits there and he watches that monitor for.
Where was the advanced scout
For
for them 8
information.
minutes?
And let me tell you what everybody said.
Where was the
Everybody-
advanced scout for the 8 minutes?
Well,
Waylon.
he was sitting there. That's the viewpoint that he gets.
I
during
still
the
don't know
game.
what that scout look like.
Well, that's the
I still
viewpoint.
don't know what the scout look
That's
like.
the viewpoint that the advanced scout get. And let me tell you, everybody everybody I saw in the NFL that's in football that saw that said that's all the stuff you can get on regular video.
Waylon, It's not.
You can look on the regular video.
Even the security told them,
CBS.
you know you're not supposed to be
You can look
doing
at the
that.
regular video from CBS.
Go ahead and delete it.
Whalen,
I'll delete
y'all
it and
team,
we're done.
y'all
Yeah, it would have been a big deal.
Y'all team was not even playing that day over there, man. Y'all had people
We
over
was
there.
playing the Bengals. It was
Y'all
supposed to be
wasn't playing the
footage of
Bengals
an
when they
advanced
made
scout.
that. Y'all wasn't playing the Bengals when they made that video.
Yeah, and the video airs the next week when we playing the Bengals.
Y'all wasn't
I
playing
think it's
when they
gonna-
was recording the video.
gonna
Y'all
be
wasn't
some
But
playing.
that footage is for the video for the next week.
Where
for
was
the
the
next week's
advanced?
episode.
Okay, why wouldn't they ask him where was the advanced
That's
scout in the
his
video?
viewpoint.
Moving forward, because the NFL already look.
Well, let me do this then.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
Pats
Go
win
ahead.
34-13 over the Bengals. Tom Brady
didn't
threw
even
for 2
tell us, though.
touchdowns, 15 for 29. Only threw for 128 yards, but he threw for 2 efficient touchdowns. Sonny Michel, 19 carries for 89 yards.
Too efficient.
You heard that, huh? Efficient
What?
touchdown.
Rex
Is that a
Burkhead-
stat?
Rex Burkhead, 53
Is that a
yards and a
stat?
touchdown. Stephon Gilmore, shout out to the defense.
Hey.
Stephon Gilmore, two interceptions, 1 for a pick 6. J.C. Jackson, 2 interceptions, and the Pats moving to 11-3, hosting the 10-4 Buffalo Bills
Yeah, y'all got Buffalo next
to,
week.
about to lose
decide
again.
who's going to win the East.
Can you please stop lying to the fans? There is no such stat as an efficient touchdown pass. Okay,
He threw 2 touchdowns.
you don't have to exaggerate.
That's putting that sauce on there.
He's so happy Tom
He
threw a
threw 2
touchdown.
touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns.
That's putting
When's
that
the
sauce
last
on
time
there.
he did that?
Oh my goodness.
Well, since Mr. Fur ain't here, I know the audience done kind of picked up on to it. We're
Shout
gonna
out
get
to Lamar Jackson.
the Ravens 42-21. They were the Thursday night game last Thursday, and Lamar Jackson just acted a fool with himself. What it was, 5 touchdowns,
He came out there and lit it up.
5 touchdowns.
broke Michael Vick record, the rushing record,
5 passing touchdowns.
5 passing touchdowns, plus rush to break the record. So, congratulations.
He broke that record early in the first quarter. He got that out the way.
Yeah, they doing their thing. So
Yeah, shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to Fur taking care of their business. Lamar Jackson probably gonna end up being the MVP.
Ravens
Yeah, I
with the
think he
best
sold it
record
up.
in the league. Them and the
Best
49
record in
no,
the league.
49ers lost on.
Yeah, they
yeah,
lost.
49
Yep.
lost.
So yeah, Ravens with the outright best record.
Shout out to the Ravens.
Now to America's team. We got us a dub. We beat us a winning team, y'all.
America's
Wait,
team.
what part of America?
We beat us. We beat a good team.
You
we
talking
beat
about
a team
the-
with a win. Hey, you ain't about to talk during me.
See
You
what
gonna
I'm saying?
hush. You gonna be calm.
You talking about
We
the,
gave you all this Saints praise and Breeze pictures and
you
everything.
talking about where they
Just be
dump all the
easy,
trash?
bruh.
That
Be
part of
easy.
America?
21-44. We had 2 100-yard rushes like we've been telling Jason Garrett to do for the longest time, run the ball. Zeke had 117 on 24 carries. Tony Pollard had 12 carries for 131. Zeke had 2 touchdowns. Tony Pollard had 1, and it was a domination from the jump. And the only thing that I'm mad about, let me get this camera back on me. This is what I'm mad about right here. Where has this been all season long? When I get on here and I say, why we ain't run the ball? Well, how many times you want them to run the ball? That many times. Look, Pollard had it 12 times. Zeke had it 24. Run the ball.
Yeah.
And we look good when we run the ball. So we got the big NFC East
What's going
division
on? What's going
matchup
on with
on the
Dak?
line.
What's going on with Dak's shoulder?
They
He
said
fell
bruised shoulder. I don't think it's anything to really get
I
all
didn't
excited
hear it was
about or
bruised.
whatnot.
I
mean,
saw the actual tackle that it happened on. You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave him an MRI. But he's gonna play regardless. It's playoff time.
Yeah,
He's
his
gonna
shoulder.
play.
His shoulder.
Yeah. Oh,
You
he
know what
gonna
I'm
play,
saying?
but I mean.
So next week it come down. If we win, we in. If we lose, we're out. So
Yeah, well, y'all
simple as
can
that.
go home packing America's team where they dump all the trash.
And you
Them
see,
Eagles been
they
finding a way to
be
win
real.
these last 2 weeks.
The
I know.
Eagles ain't got nobody. Who
They've
they
been
throwing
finding a
to?
way
The
to win.
popcorn guy.
And that's what I'm saying. And see, you giving Wentz a hard time early in the season because he ain't got nobody.
Yeah, well,
He
they
ain't
really
got
ain't got
Amari
nobody
Cooper.
now.
Hey,
And
where
I'm
y'all
glad
playing?
for
Where
that.
y'all playing at, Ryan?
What
In
is it?
Philly.
It's in Philly.
In Philly.
Oh Lord.
In
We
Philly.
already beat Philly once. We played
Well,
them
I'm gonna
out
say
year.
this: some of
In
these
Philly.
games, some of these games is gonna be on Saturday. It's 3 games on Saturday. I know the Pats play the
We
second
got it
game.
on the schedule. We
Okay.
got it on the schedule whenever we get to it.
So
NFC Offensive Player of the Week, of course.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, the one we show love
Drew
to. but then
Brees,
Reg,
baby.
The one that got all cocky and stuff. with
Y'all
everything.
know how we do it.
307, 4 passing touchdowns, passer rating of 148.9. I think that's perfect.
Unbelievable.
What is it? No, that's not perfect.
One-
156.3 or something like that is
Oh,
perfect.
go ahead on, Mr. Whalen with the
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we was clarifying for the audience.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was.
Like
153 point what?
It's like 156.8 or 156.3.
Boy, them Patriots.
Well,
they know
Ryan,
numbers and cameras.
But look, Ryan.
I mean, he had a great game.
But Ryan, if it's 29 for 30, it's not gonna be a perfect game.
Okay, just one.
I don't know what the rating consists of, but I mean, it's still it ain't that. He didn't have to be perfect.
NFC Defensive Player of the
Lamar
Week.
Jackson got like
Patrick
three
Peterson, 7 tackles, 3 passes deflected, and an interception for Pat P. We ain't called his name all year.
I figured he would have got dealt at the trading deadline. There's a bunch of people that wanted in on
Me too,
Pat
and nobody
Peterson.
took him. I don't think he's gonna be with the Cardinals next year.
No.
I think he's gonna let the youth movement come on and try to go to a veteran team.
They gonna get
I think he ready to go.
Well, yeah, they rebuilding young and they want to get something for him.
He ready to win, man.
He got value.
AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Lamar Jackson. 212 passing yards, 86 rushing, 5 touchdowns, 134.4 on the passer rating.
I'm gonna say this: I got Lamar Jackson in fantasy, and man, they done benched him in the fourth quarter at least 4 or 5 times this year.
Easy,
because he just playing so good, and it kind of hurts in the fantasy world.
Yeah. AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Tre'Davious White. We got a lot of LSU and Louisiana going on.
Tre'Davious White. He actually made the Pro Bowl. I got some. Stephon Gilmore had 2 picks on Sunday.
Yeah, I think they both tied with the same amount of picks, like 6 or 8.
Well, just interesting story, 6 apiece. On Sunday when Stephon Gilmore played at 12 o'clock, had 2 interceptions. One of them went for a pick 6. Tre'Davious White sent him a message on Twitter and said, "Man, you inspired me to play better." You know, he played on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
He said, "You inspired me to play better." He got out that Sunday night, caught 2 picks.
Yeah, that's
good ball.
Tre'Davious White, man, that's LSU.
For
that's
good Buffalo defense, man.
That's how we breed them, man. Go Tigers.
He one of the best.
Fantasy studs and duds. A lot of y'all probably got knocked out of fantasy like I did.
Yeah.
First round.
Like I did.
Boy, first round, man.
Well, Ryan, at least you made it there, man.
I mean, hey, bro. You know, Deshaun Watson, I love you, but bruh. The studs, your number 1 stud for fantasy this week. Kenyon Drake, 137 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 reception for 9 yards.
He done solidified the starting position over there.
I mean, look, then they got Christian McCaffrey.
Julio made an appearance. He was number 2.
He
13 receptions, 134, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, like Mr. Whalen was just saying, all purpose.
Julio could suck on a lemon.
87 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 8 receptions for 88 yards.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah, 5 touchdowns. That's going to put you in the stud category every time.
And Ryan, the trade I gave you, Ryan, the trade I gave you, and they was talking bad about it.
I played Miles Sanders in my flex this weekend.
122,
he had an awesome game.
Hit him with the flex. Hit him with the flex.
50 yards. I mean, he did his thing, but nobody
He's
else
still
did.
on the 40 bus.
These are your fantasy duds. If you had these guys on your fantasy team in the playoffs, you probably lost, like I did.
Like Reg.
The number 1 dud was Julian Edelman. 2 receptions.
I'll never have a pat on my team ever.
Now, just to be clear, this is his first bad game this year.
Mari Cooper. It's the second time he on the dud list. 1 reception, 19 yards. I'm starting to notice something about Amari. You put a lockdown corner on him, he has trouble. He has trouble because they put Ramsey on him and he couldn't get loose.
Well, I'll let you speak on that.
I'm starting to notice that. I'm starting to notice. Hunter Henry from the Chargers, 2 receptions, 29 yards. Hunter Henry was taken in a lot of leagues. I don't know if you.
I had Hunter Henry.
He was hurt for a period of time too.
As a matter of fact, in my playoff game, I had Hunter Henry and Julian Edelman on my team.
And Robert Woods, he didn't do anything. I've been having him in fantasy. He balled last week and didn't.
He did. He balled the last couple of weeks.
That's because Robert been in the city. He need to come back to the woods.
And Jarvis Landry, that's your last dud.
Here we go.
He's telling teams he's ready. Him and OBJ ready to get out of Cleveland.
Well, OBJ came out today and said that he there.
Yeah, he not going nowhere, man.
I don't know.
Man, that's bull. Because players have said, OBJ said, man, come get me. He done told that to Pittsburgh.
I don't think it's so much.
He done told that to some other teams.
This the deal. I don't think it's so much the Browns organization. I think it's the play calling and Baker.
That's what I think is the play calling.
Play calling and Baker Mayfield.
I don't think
it's Baker Mayfield. I think it's the play calling because last year Baker Mayfield was balling last year.
I did say the play calling.
He was balling last year. I think it's the play calling because if you look at how he balled the last 6, 7, 8 games and how he played this year, he don't look like the same.
It's totally
Baker.
different.
And it's the offense, is the coach.
It's just I mean, if you got Tom Brady that can force feed, or Julian Edelman, or a Dak that can force feed Amari Cooper, You got to get the ball to OBJ.
Well, let me give you a better scenario.
You got to get the ball to OBJ.
Let me give you a better scenario. What
Real
about
quick.
if you put Sean Payton or Bill Belichick or one of those coaches with Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham? Man, come on, man. Sean Payton and Belichick would have a field day with those players.
Yeah.
Now, these are your division leaders.
Andy Reid, too.
Through week 15, AFC North, Baltimore Ravens 12-2, AFC South, Houston Texans 9-5, AFC East, Patriots 11-3, AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs 10-4. On the NFC side, NFC North, Packers 11-3, NFC South, Saints 11-3, NFC West,
Let's
Seahawks
go, Saints,
11-3.
baby.
And
11-3.
NFC East, Dallas Cowboys 7-7.
You see them big Pats up there, 11-3.
We need Green Bay to lose one game.
We winning in spite of.
This is the playoff picture. We got 2 more weeks to go, so it is still room to change. But right now, if it started in the NFC, Seattle and Green Bay would get the first round bye. They would be the 1 and 2 seed.
It's going to be some good playoffs.
The Vikings would be at the Saints, and the 49ers would be at Dallas. On the AFC side, you would have Baltimore and New England with the number 1 and 2 seed. They would get the first round bye. With Pittsburgh going to Kansas City and Buffalo going to the Texans.
Yeah.
Once the Eagles knock the Cowboys out of there, it's going to be some good teams going into the
once they
playoffs.
knock them out of there. We done beat them boys already, man. Get out of here. I'm glad we're not coming up in here next week, boy, because if we lose, boy, I don't know.
Hey,
I'm gonna get back on that.
but that's
Lord.
but that's okay.
Lord.
That's okay because the week we come back, that's gonna be the week going into the playoffs, and who ain't gonna have a team in the playoffs?
You nothing see the hate? We're gonna win, bro. We're gonna win. Anyway,
Somebody
man.
going to be in basketball mode when we get back.
Oh, yes, Lord. This is your NFL passing leaders, top 5. Number 1 is Jameis
It ain't
Winston.
Dak no more.
45-73. Dak is number 2. 43-34. Phillip Rivers with 4,055. Jared Goff 39-96, and Matt Ryan 37-69. Those are your passing
And I'm going to tell
leaders.
you, all them quarterbacks up there need help. All of their teams is bad.
Well, Dallas ain't bad. We're average.
Oh, my goodness.
Rushing yards. Your
Dallas
rushing
is
leader
not
right
Dallas
now.
is not bad. They average.
Yes, 7-7 is average.
Go back and watch episode
Number
19
1.
and see if you were saying the same
Nick
thing.
Chubb, rushing leader, 1408. Derrick Henry, he's been coming on real strong lately. 1329,
Yes, he
he's in second place. Christian McCaffrey, 1307 in third.
Can I have him back?
Carson, that ball for me every week. Carson, 1190, fourth place, and Zeke, 1188, bringing up fifth. And your receiving leaders, this ain't really gonna change at the top. Michael Thomas, 1552, number 1 receiver in the league.
Finish with 1,800 yards receiving.
Godwin is out for the season.
Yeah.
And
he done.
Evans is out for the season.
Yeah, and that's Big Jew wide receiver in the championship.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
DJ Moore, third place, 1174. Mike Evans, who we just said he's out for the season,
Yep.
and Julio, fifth place with that nice game.
So
he
they
just
have
had,
they have
1150.
two receivers Tampa Bay, 1,300 yards, 1,100 yards, and they both done for the season.
Yeah, bro.
But they wasn't going to the playoffs anyway, so
That's just crazy how they worked out, though.
yeah, it is.
Now, being that we coming toward the end of the regular season, y'all know Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl voting went down as follows. These were your top vote getters as far as the Pro Bowl goes. Lamar Jackson, of course, over 700,000 votes. Your second top vote getter was Russell Wilson, over 500,000 votes. Patrick Mahomes, 460,000 votes. Dalvin Cook over 400,000, and Christian McCaffrey over 400,000. So those were your top 5 vote getters. Lamar number 1, Russell, Patrick, Dalvin Cook, and Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, shout out.
So we about to run these real quick, y'all. These are your Pro Bowl quarterbacks for the AFC. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson. Hold on.
No Tom Brady.
I was
Go
just about to
ahead
say
on.
it. Where's Tom?
Wait, hold on.
I don't see Tom.
Where's Tom Brady?
Tom is not on the
Ryan,
Pro Bowl.
Ryan, where's Dak?
Oh, well, that wasn't going to be there. And see you, that's why I can't stand y'all Saints fans. You see what I'm saying? Be humble. Y'all got all these stats and balling right now, but then you want to, where's Dak? Where y'all going to be when the Super Bowl come? Watching
I'm Reggie
on
F,
TV?
I'm Reggie F. Baby, not Kendrick Lamar. I can't be humble.
Back to your QBs in the NFC. You got Russell Wilson, you got Aaron Rodgers, and you got Drew Brees.
Can we
Those
see that
are
one
your
more time?
quarterbacks.
Drew Brees.
I will say this. This is going to be the first time in a while the Pats ain't had an offensive player in the Pro Bowl. We only actually got 3 selections this year.
When was the last time Tom missed
Your
a
running
Pro Bowl?
backs.
He missed one, I don't think ever.
Yeah, we got to roll.
Yep.
AFC, your running backs, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, and Patrick Ricard. That's your fullback.
Okay.
And on the NFC side, Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Zeke, and Kyle Juszczyk from San Fran. That's they
Zeke still made it, huh?
Oh yes.
All right. That's their fullback.
Yeah, that's their fullback. Real good fullback.
Somewhere.
Wide receivers. AFC side, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Jarvis Landry.
I have 2 of those.
Okay.
NFC side, Michael Thomas, of course. Julio,
Yes,
of
sir.
course. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
Yes.
Both of them probably going to
They
have
all
subs.
deserving
And
right
neither
there.
one of them going to play in.
That's a nice receiving core on the NFC side.
Yeah, it is. Tight ends for the AFC. You got Mark Andrews for the Baltimore
Yeah,
Ravens.
yeah.
And Travis Kelce,
You
Kansas
know it.
City.
Travis Kelce, 4 years, 1,000 yards receiving.
NFC side, you got George Kittle from San Fran and Zach Ertz from Philadelphia. That's all Philadelphia got.
They just gave it to Ertz.
And that's who gonna kill the Cowboys.
They just
And
gave
you
something
bring it
to
back to
Ertz.
Cowboys every time. Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying.
Inside linebackers for the Pro Bowl on the AFC side, you
There
got
go a
Darius
Patriot.
Leonard and Dante Hightower.
There go a Patriot. They snubbed Jamie Collins. Jamie Collins
Well, y'all
should
should
have
have
made
some defensive players on
it.
there.
Jamie Collins should have made it.
Yeah.
NFC side, Bobby Wagner and Luke Kuechly.
Wagner.
I don't think there's any surprises as far as that goes. Your outside linebackers on the AFC side, you got Matt Judon. I believe that's how you say his name.
Yeah, that's it.
From
That's
Baltimore.
right.
Von Miller from Denver. I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
Von's going to
TJ
be with
Watt.
Denver next year either. TJ Watt doing this thing. AFC side for Pittsburgh.
The White
And,
brothers.
NFC, Chandler Jones from Arizona. Khalil Mack, Chicago. And Shaquille Barrett from Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Defensive ends, you got on the AFC side Joey Bosa, Calais Campbell, and Frank Clark, making that Kansas City defense a little formidable.
I thought the rookie from Oakland would have made it.
Let me see.
Yeah,
NFC
he's
side,
pretty good.
NFC side, Cameron Jordan,
Cam, baby.
Nick Bosa,
And Nick.
and Daniel Hunter.
Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter. Danielle. It looked like
You all
Danielle.
right?
Interior
Linemen on the AFC side, Geno Atkins from Cincinnati, Cameron Hayward from Pittsburgh, and Chris Jones from Kansas City.
Yeah.
On the NFC side, Aaron Donald from the
Aaron
Rams,
Donald.
Fletcher Cox from Philly, and
Philly, another
Grady
Philly man.
Garrett from
That
ATL.
Jared is a beast. Jared.
Another Philly player.
Your cornerbacks on the AFC side, Stephon Gilmore, of course.
Another Patriot.
Okay.
Marlon
okay.
Humphrey
Pats.
from Baltimore. Marcus Peters.
To Baltimore.
Yep. And Tre'Davious
I was
White.
about to
Go
say,
ahead on,
what Tre'Davious
Tre'Davious.
White is.
Go ahead on,
he in
man.
the orange jersey. I was about to say.
NFC side, Marshawn Lattimore.
Number 1, baby.
Richard Sherman made a resurgence in San Fran. Do your thing.
Yeah.
He came out and said he was the best yesterday.
I saw that.
Darius Slay from Detroit and Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey.
I don't know if you would have really put Jalen there. I don't know if he had that type of season.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, but he shut down corner though.
Shout out.
On safeties, you got the AFC side, Mika Fitzpatrick, Earl Thomas, and Jamal Adams.
Jamal, that's the man. LSU.
NFC side,
Jamal
Buda
Adams, the
Baker,
beast.
Eddie Jackson,
Buddha.
Harrison Smith. And your last of the special teams.
shut up.
These are the special teams additions. On the AFC side, you got Justin Tucker, Brent Kern,
Matthew Slater.
Morgan Cox, Matthew Slater, McCole Hardman. On the NFC side, you got Will Lutz. That's the kicker for the Saints.
Yes, sir.
Tress Way, Rick Lavoda, Dante Harris. That's a little return guy.
They got Dante Harris in there.
And Cordero Patterson.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
a lot of people don't watch the Pro Bowl, but it's nice to see the selections and all.
Yeah,
the guys that make
the
it.
selection.
A lot of the players on there, they hoping they don't even make the game because if you make the game, you're not in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
The
Shout out
selections
to the
look,
Pro Bowl selection.
the selections look better than the game gonna be.
Let's get with the picks real quick, y'all. Let's run through these Saturday games like Mr. Whitten had alluded to earlier.
So we're not having Thursdays.
Not having Thursday
Not this week.
3 games Saturday.
Saturday.
For everybody.
Saturday at 12, 3:30, and at 7:15. First game, Texans at Bucks.
I'm going Texans.
Texans.
I'm taking Texans,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the wide receivers hurt. Next game on Saturday, Buffalo at
Let's go, Pats.
New England.
Let's go, Pats.
Boy, Buffalo defense look
We
good.
beat them week 4. Looking to do the same.
I'm
Keep
gonna
it
take
moving.
Pats. I'm gonna take Pats.
I'm going on the limb,
on,
and I'm
man.
gonna take
Hurry
the
up and-
Buffalo Bills.
Hurry up and go on the limb. then.
Buffalo Bills.
I'm gonna take the Pats reluctantly. Rams at 49ers.
49ers.
I like the Rams.
That could be an upset.
49ers, the way the Rams played last week.
49ers just lost to the Falcons.
Yep.
Let's go to work.
49ers.
Sunday games. This start your Sunday slate. Bengals at Dolphins.
Dolphins. Fitzmagic.
Yeah, I'm taking Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Pittsburgh at Jets.
I like Pittsburgh right there on the road.
I'm going to take
Jets ain't been looking.
They little quarterback.
I'm taking
not
the Jets.
Good,
no, he don't.
I'm taking the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets at home. They should be able to get that one. Giants at Redskins.
Redskins. I don't like Eli.
Hey, I really don't care either. Redskins. Let's go.
I'm taking the Giants.
Panthers at Colts.
I'm going Colts at home.
Panthers.
Yeah, I'm taking Colts. They starting the rookie for Carolina, Will Greer. He started.
Got hurt.
Baltimore at Cleveland.
I'm taking Baltimore. Cleveland beat them down last time they played.
Baltimore got on their mind now.
Cleveland blew them out week 3 or something like that.
Baltimore gonna try to put it on them.
Yeah, Baltimore.
We got Jaguars at Falcons.
That's gonna be a good one.
I like the Falcons right there. They coming out here.
They've been playing hot, man.
They coming off a good win.
I'll
against
take the
49ers.
Falcons at home.
I'm gonna take the Falcons on that one. Saints at Titans.
Saints.
I got Saints. No, I got Titans.
I got Titans.
Titans.
Derrick Henry.
They running the ball
Derrick
pretty good.
Henry.
Yeah, but we have a
Tennessee,
good run defense.
And they're not in the voodoo
We have a real good run defense.
So there's not a Monday night game this week, or that is the Monday.
We'll break them down.
We got a Monday night. It's gonna be Green Bay and the Vikings.
Oh yeah,
We'll break them down. I need the Vikings to win.
These are
that
your
game.
afternoon games on Sunday. We got Raiders at Chargers.
Let's roll with it.
I think Raiders gonna win. They gotta try to win their last game.
Chargers
Ain't no
playing
winning
so
Raiders.
bad. I'm taking Raiders.
Let's go Chargers just to finish the season.
Lions at Broncos.
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 They playing pretty good.
Broncos.
I think Stafford he ain't coming back this year.
Broncos.
Cardinals at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Eagles.
Cowboys at Eagles.
Eagles.
Cowboys. We already knew that. Kansas City at Chicago.
Mr. Trubisky in a shootout.
Oh man, Kansas City.
Patrick
man.
Mahomes.
I'm taking the Bears.
Patrick Mahomes.
Did you see Kansas City in the snow? Boy, get out of here.
You see
Patrick
Matthew?
Mahomes.
Did you see
Patrick
Mr.
Mahomes.
Trubisky against the Cowboys?
Did you see Kansas City against the Patriots? Did you see Patrick Mahomes against the Patriots at Foxborough? Did you see that?
They scored 3
Y'all
in the
didn't
second
record
half.
them. That's what happened.
They scored
Had
3 in
y'all
the second
recorded
half.
the sideline, y'all might have had a chance. Monday night game, Green Bay at the
You don't wanna talk.
Vikings. Green Bay at the Vikings.
Vikings, man.
I'm liking the Vikings at home, man. Aaron Rodgers.
Let's go. And y'all beat them. The Saints go in the first place. Let's go,
And
Vikings.
and everybody talking about the Patriots, but they came out today, and all of the Green Bay stats is worse than the Pats. Even Aaron Rodgers, Brady comparison.
yeah,
It's
but
worse than the Pats. Their offensive production is worse than the Pats.
ain't nothing
Everything.
Ain't nothing worse than Tom not
Yards,
making the Pro
points,
Bowl.
everything.
Tom didn't make the Pro Bowl.
It's good.
Well, that's it for NFL, y'all. That's it for NFL. We're
Shout
going to
out.
move on to college. We didn't have any games go down, but we had the Heisman Trophy that was awarded along with other awards. And before, y'all already know Joe Burrow, LSU. He won it. This was the breakdown of exactly how the votes went and everything. Joe Burrow with a record-breaking number of first-place votes, 841.
Record-breaking
He
votes.
deserved it
The
ever since
second-
week 1.
Yeah, the second guy with the most votes was 12, and that was Jalen Hurts. So
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
total points was 2,600. The second one was 762. So unanimously,
I
he
don't think-
almost took it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think you
So-
could have given it to nobody but Burrow or Hurts. And,
Yeah.
and with the season the Tigers done had.
So this
shout
is
out
Joe in New York right here.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, man. Shout
Joe-
out to Joe Burrow, man. LSU is back in the building.
But
Real
you know what I don't-
emotional speech he gave.
Yeah, great speech. Great speech. The only thing I don't like about it is that he's going to end up being a Bengal.
Yeah,
He's going to end up being
it's
a Bengal.
very,
Well, you know, he
sad to say.
He went to Ohio State. You know, I think he's from them parts up there. So
Yeah, he
Yeah,
it'd be a
he
good
is.
story if he can bring them back.
I mean, that's understandable, but yeah, it's just always sad to see a good player go to the worst team. But it is what it is.
That's what they do.
Now,
That's
the
why they
rest of
get
your
paid the
college
big
awards,
bucks.
we had a lot of other college awards go down. I'm going to scroll through these real quick.
Yeah,
Your
go
Maxwell
catch us up.
Award and your Walter Camp Award were for Player of the Year. Both of those went to Joe Burrow.
Walter Camp.
Walter Camp and the Maxwell Award for Player of the Year. He got both of those. Home Depot Award, that's for Coach of the Year. That's Ed Ogeron, LSU.
Okay. Now, what else do you have with that? You don't have nothing else with that? Because
Well, I got Jim Thorpe. The Jim Thorpe Award went to
okay.
Grant Delpit from LSU,
But-
cornerback, and best quarterback Joe Burrow, Davey O'Brien Award.
well, going back to the Coach of the Year award, Coach Ed Ogeron received 36 to 56 first place votes to top the poll voters. Also, Baylor's Matt Rule, he came out in second. and Ohio State's Ryan Day, he came out in third in the votes.
Yeah, 'cause that was his first year, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to all three of the coaches. They all did real good with their teams, but nobody did better than LSU so far. Let's go.
And hopefully they can go snag that championship, man.
Well, we got to win our next game first before we get there.
That's it. The rest of the awards we got the Buckets Award for the best linebacker, Isaiah Simmons from Clemson. The Doak Walker Award, the best running back in the country, Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin. The Biletnikoff Award, best wide receiver, Jamar Chase, LSU. The John Mackey Award, best tight end.
Shout out Jamar Chase.
He had a season.
Yeah, he
had a season. Harrison Bryant, FAU, best tight end in the country. And to close out the awards, Defensive Player of the Year, this was the Bednarik Award and the Nagruski Award, both for Defensive Player of the Year.
Good
Chase
job,
Young,
Brian.
I tried, bro.
That was a good one.
Chase Young, Ohio State, he won both Defensive Player of the Year awards. So, being that we're not going to be here for the next 2 weeks, we want to just keep you updated. We had this for y'all last week, but the bowl games, the important bowl games that are going to go into who's going to be winning the championship and the semifinals. So, the Cotton Bowl, Saturday, the 28th of December, 17th, Memphis against Penn State.
That's right.
The 28th also of December, Saturday, the Peach Bowl, number 1 LSU.
That's a playoff game.
A playoff game against number 4 Oklahoma.
And
on the 28th.
They just had 3 players suspended in from that Oklahoma team too.
Oh, they wilding already.
That was today, and I saw that the running back for LSU. Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, no,
He left?
he's not gonna be able to play.
Oh.
He has some issue with his hamstring. I think they just hoping he's gonna be back for the national championship.
Fiesta Bowl, the other semifinal, also on the 28th of December. Number 2 Ohio State against number 3 Clemson. The 30th of December, we got the Florida Gators, number 9,
Let's
against
go Gators,
the
baby.
24th-ranked Virginia. Who is Virginia mascot?
The Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
There you go, and
Yeah,
that's
they
in the
was
Orange
the
Bowl.
ACC runner-up, lost to Clemson.
Cavaliers.
Second best team in the ACC.
Rose Bowl, New Year's Day, number 6 Oregon against number 8 Wisconsin. And the Sugar Bowl, also New Year's Day at the Superdome, is going to be number 5 Georgia against number 7 Baylor.
Okay, shout out. I'm taking Clemson in the Ohio State game too, just for everybody.
And also, Louisiana football has accepted the invitation to play at the Mid-American Conference against Miami, Ohio. That's ULL.
Shout out to the Raging Cajuns.
Shout out, man.
Made it to the 21st annual Linden Tree Bowl, which is held in Mobile, Alabama. January 6th at Ladd Peebles Stadium. Kickoff is primetime, 6:30 on ESPN. So tune in to UL going for, I think, their 11th victory of the year. So let's go UL Raging Cajuns.
Doing their thing, man. Cajuns. So that's college wrap up. Now we're going to hop into the NBA real quick. Last night, Lakers fan.
Why? What's funny?
What happened?
What happened?
You had the Pacers 105, the Lakers 102. You had Domantas Sabonis, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Comment?
We lost by 3 to a good team away.
Yeah, and we didn't have Anthony Davis. Don't ask us what happened.
And we don't have Kuzma either, right?
The alpha wasn't there.
I'm going to be the objective.
We don't have Kuzma either.
If LeBron James wouldn't have missed the back, he missed a 1-and-1, the back end of a 1-and-1, plus he missed 2 other free throws.
So that's why they lost the game.
They lost by 3.
So that's why they lost the game.
Yes.
So nothing happened in the rest of the game that could have eliminated that.
How can you consider yourself the best in the world when you shooting 67% from the free throw line?
Ryan.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you. 67%, Mr. Whalen. That's what I said.
All I know is we back.
Not everybody good at shooting free throws.
AD got y'all back.
All I know is we back. We back, baby.
You already know not everybody good at shooting free throws.
Your little brother ain't about to yell and holler.
I'm just saying.
We love you, Fur. All we had to do
if we would have had them 29, 30 points from Anthony Davis, 27 points,
y'all would have won.
It wouldn't even been close.
But my question
and LeBron say he not load managing no more in his career because he ain't got much time left, and he want to break all the records.
Make your free throws. If he would have made the last 3 free throws, they'd have won the game.
Ryan, if you want to base it on that, and if that make you sleep better at night, go right ahead.
Well, no, I ain't basing off of nothing. Points win games.
We had a breakdown.
Points win games.
Well, we had a breakdown at the end of the game too. I mean, Rondo wound up taking the last shot.
That was a bad shot too. Why you got Rondo shooting the 3?
Well, the pick and roll didn't play out right, and it was.
guess what?
Thursday, y'all got the Bucks. That's going to be a good game.
Guess what? The
Nets
Nets would have a better record if KD was out there on the court putting up his numbers.
But
What's
KD
wrong
got
with
an
KD?
Achilles, dude.
Okay,
he got an Achilles.
Yeah, 'cause
like,
he
you can't talk.
That's
Hopefully, KD come back the same.
That's because you don't drink enough milk.
Enough milk. You sound so corny. Spencer Dinwiddie for the for the Brooklyn Nets. This boy's a clown. 31.7 assists. They beat the Pelicans in OT. The Pelicans. Is Zion ever coming back?
Zion, he put up shots the other day, but they said that he still wasn't ready for
He's doing Wade
contact.
Bearing training right now. Okay?
I was hearing they might try to sit him out the whole season.
Man, I would rather see him just rest. I'd rather see him get right. Everybody said the same thing about Ben Simmons, and he rested his first year and he came back stronger than ever.
Clippers beat the Suns 120-99, 24 points for Paul George, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals.
I don't know if y'all watched the highlights, but Kelly Oubre dunked on Paul George, and it was nasty.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was.
And he stared him down.
Yeah, him and Paul George went at it last night.
That's the kind of ball I like to see.
Yeah.
New York Knicks over the Hawks 143-120. The only reason why I brought this up because R.J. Barrett, 27 points, career sky.
Trae Young scored 42 in that game, and they still got blew out.
Hey, Trae Young, I got him in fantasy.
I sent you a trade offer, and you
got rejected. You got rejected. What they're trying to get? He's trying to trade me Ben Simmons for Trae Young.
Man, that's a triple-double machine.
Anybody want Zion?
Come on, get out of here with Zion.
So these right here, these are your Western Conference standings as they stand right now.
I'm about to put him on a trading block for real.
Number 1 in the West is the Lakers. Number 2 is the Clippers. Number 3 is the Mavericks. Number 4 is the Nuggets.
Let's go, Lakers.
Number 5, the Rockets. Number 6, the Jazz. Number 7, OKC. And number 8 is the Kings. And in the Eastern Conference, number 1, Milwaukee Bucks. Same record as the Lakers. Number 2, 76ers. Number 3, Boston Celtics. Number 4, the Heat. Number 5, Raptors. Number 6, Pacers. Number 7, Nets. Number 8, the Magic. So this is how it turns into your power rankings. And for people that know, power rankings don't necessarily mean your record, but it means how you're playing at the time.
So who puts the Paul George up there, and he ain't even at the top of the power ranking?
Hey, bro.
These graphics.
Holla at ESPN about that. Number 1 is the Bucks. Number 2 is the Lakers. 3 the Clippers. Number 4 is the Heat. Number 5 the 76ers. Right there. Yep. Number 6 the Celtics. Number 7 the Raptors. Number 8 the Mavericks. Number 9 the Nuggets.
I'm not even gonna do that.
And number 10 the Rockets. Waylon, that sounds so bad coming from you, bro.
Yeah, it didn't even sound right.
I'm so disappointed.
That's the thing about it. He didn't even say it with his chest.
It almost sounded like Phil saying it.
Yeah, well,
Say it with your chest, man.
Points leaders in the NBA hadn't changed too much from last week. James Harden still lead the league with almost 39 points a game.
Wow.
Somebody need to put some D on him.
He out his mind.
Greek Freak, 31 points a game. Luka Doncic, 29 points a game. Bradley Beal, 27. Trae Young, 27. Anthony Davis, 27. Karl Anthony Towns, 26. Damian Lillard, 26. LeBron James, 26. Kawhi Leonard, 25.
AD and LeBron 26 and 27. That's nice.
Assists per game. Your assist leader still LeBron James at 10 a game.
LeBron James.
Ricky Rubio 9.6. Luka Doncic at about 9 a game almost. Trae Young 8.5. Ben Simmons 8.2. We're just gonna give y'all the top 5 with the assists and the rebounding leader. He's gonna be there all year long. I don't think he's going anywhere either. Andre Drummond number 1 16.6. Clint Capella, 14.7. Rudy Gobert, 13.7. Mr. Sabonis, 13.5. And Greek Freak, 12.8. Those are your league leaders. And being that we're not going to be here next week for the Christmas games, we're going to just give y'all a quick slate of
everybody
who's playing
Everybody look forward
Christmas.
To the Christmas games.
This is who's playing on Christmas. We can get some picks on this real quick if we want to. You know
and
what I'm saying?
This is in order from the early game.
Yep, got the time zone and everything.
Go ahead and announce it, Mr. Ryan.
ESPN, 12 Eastern, which is 11 o'clock around these parts. You got the Celtics at the Raptors. 2:30 Eastern, you got the Bucks at the 76ers.
That's on ABC?
ABC. 5
5
o'clock Eastern, you got the Rockets at Golden State. I don't know why they put Golden State on.
Well, this was predetermined.
Yeah, true. On ABC,
that's gonna be a slaughter.
ESPN,
that's gonna be when everybody go open the gifts and eat their food.
8 o'clock Eastern time, you got the Clippers at the Lakers.
Let's go, baby. The Lake Show.
Clippers at Lakers.
The battle for LA.
And that last game is the Pelicans at the Nuggets, and I'm thinking they were expecting Zion to be there.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah. So that's it for the NBA, y'all. Enjoy y'all Christmas Day games. Now let's get into boxing, UFC. Let's go,
they
man.
had that big card this weekend.
Yeah, they had the big card. And starting from the top, Usman took care of Colby Covington, knocked him out in the 5th round. It was actually a pretty good fight. They was both landing a lot of shots, and then Usman just took care of business at the end of it and went ahead and knocked him out. And Colby had been talking a whole lot of smack, and it was a good fight. I would actually like to see a second fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see a second fight. They'll have other guys that would be a good fight also, but I would like to see another fight. Colby was talking smack again after he got beat. So that was a good fight. Also, man, Max Holloway, he lost in a decision to Alexander Volkanovski. That was a good fight. He pretty much took care of Max. Max couldn't really do what he normally do and apply the pressure. So he took a L on that one. Amanda Nunes, she won by decision. Now, Jermaine Duranami, she was putting hands on Amanda Nunes.
Boy, Red, you getting them names down, boy.
She was putting.
Oh yeah.
She was. Hey, look, she was putting hands on
Amanda Nunes?
Yeah, and Amanda had to take it to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looked like her hands was a little better than Amanda for a second.
I like Nunes.
Yeah, but she won. She won the fight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? She kept her belt. So shout out to Amanda. That's all what matters at the end of the fight is that you win.
Kind of something similar with the boxing too.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
Jose Aldo, he took a loss to Marlon Moraes. That was another good fight. And one of my favorites, I thought he was going to take care of business. Uriah Faber, he lost, man, to Petr Yan. They knocked him out. They choked him out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that fight. But anyway, he got knocked out. So shout out to him, UFC 245 wrap up.
Okay. And you got Crawford against the Mean Machine.
The Green Machine, that's what he is. The
Mean Machine.
Mean Machine.
Gideus Kalvanovskis.
And this is what I got off the web. It said after a rough start, Terrance Crawford came back and imposed his will on
Gideus Kalvanovskis.
I was just going to get into that
because
I actually watched the fight. And good thing they said that he had a slow start because I am a Crawford fan, but I'm going to tell you, after the first 5 rounds, I had the Mean Machine up.
Yeah, the first 4-5 rounds.
I'll say the first 5 rounds. And the way I broke it down, and even with the scorecards that the commentators give, they had the Mean Machine winning round 2, 3, and 5, and I did too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you watch it, it was actually a good fight. So
he was landing some shots on Crawford.
So Crawford didn't dominate.
Crawford dominated now. Hold on, let me get into it because
let him continue with the story.
We talked about it with his mama, and she sits ringside and all that, and she kind of determines the aggressiveness of his fights because that's who raised him. He was with his mama with a single parent, but I had Kavaliauskas winning 2, 3, and 5, and I had Crawford winning round 1, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So, I mean, through 5, it was a real good fight. But the Mean Machine, he got a little slow, far as not punching slow, but
he wasn't seeing Crawford punches coming.
He wasn't ducking punches.
He wasn't seeing the punches coming.
And even his Crawford corner, they wanted him to switch up and fight southpaw, and he refused to because he got hit a couple times. And he was just being a little hard-headed in the ring. But after he wore him down, probably about the 6th round, and is when his mama gave him the go-ahead. And I'm going to tell you, he knocked him down
in the 7th round.
With 20 seconds left in the 7th round.
His mama gave him the go-ahead.
When she say put him on the mat,
that's what she said. Mama said knock you out.
When his mama telling him to knock him out, he goes
mama
and
said
knock
you
out.
out.
So if you ever watch some Crawford fights or highlights, kind of listen in the background.
I do watch Crawford, but I didn't know that.
Listen for it in the background when his mama tell him to be done with him.
But she should tell him to knock him out all the time.
But she give him the go-ahead in the 6th round.
Well, she watched the fight. She see how it's going.
He knocked him down in the 7 with 20 seconds left. He knocked him down with 2 minutes and 38 seconds in the 9th. And after he got up from that knockdown with 2 minutes and 38 seconds in the 9th, one right hand punch and it was over.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you like this: what it looked like is like you said, around the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th round.
He took over.
It looked like Crawford. It looked like
the punches wasn't hurting Crawford,
and that's what it was.
Crawford was taking punches.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He would take some solid punches, but when he would turn them, and
he was smiling at the guy.
He threw so many. He threw so many haymakers,
and he smiled at him and knocked him out.
Ryan, he was trying to take his head off. He was throwing haymaker after haymaker, and like Waylon say, once they drop him in a 7, they do the little count, and then they ask him if he okay.
Right.
When they said that, Crawford walked across the ring and just threw one wild right and hit him and drop him again.
He didn't want to get up no more after that.
He was done.
Yeah, it looked like it
I
was
like Crawford, man. I like Crawford.
I mean, it wasn't no more fight in him after that.
No.
So I mean, shout out to Crawford. Crawford improved to 36-0, 27 knockouts.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a nice ratio on that.
That's your UFC and your boxing, Mr. Waylon. President's Cup.
President's Cup, man. I touched on that before we got done. And,
Let's go, baby.
Everybody know Tiger was the captain.
Let's go.
/player.
Let's go.
Tiger went out there and did his thing. Actually, it was some questions. After that first round, we actually touched on it, Reg.
Yeah.
And they was down after the.
They
first
was the
round.
only team that won the first round.
But yeah, man. I mean, Tiger, he was more. He wore multiple hats for the week, and he had to be a player.
U.S.
So
team,
he had to
baby.
focus on his game and the team. And being a captain, you have to pair up with who the international team is matching up with your players and so on. So there's a lot go on with just being the captain. But it took 15 points to win. Every match was worth a point. If you tied up, it wasn't extra holes. It was just a half a point.
Yeah.
So pretty much after day one, Tiger, we had a horrible day one, actually, the U.S. Tiger was in the first match with Justin Thomas. They won that. And maybe I think.
No, that was it, the first round.
I was about to say, we was down
1-4.
We was down, 1-4 after the first round. Second round, Tiger come out there, got another point. And we were still down. We battled back in that second round. So Tiger took that third round off to be the captain. And he worked on changing the matchups. And on Sunday is when all the matchups happen. So
what was the best matchups?
Well, it was 12 people on the team. So on that last day, it actually went into the last day 10-8. We was down 2. And we ended up winning 16-14.
Okay.
So we dominated the Sunday. And, I mean, they had some players. Patrick Reed had a good – he dominated his match. Tony Finau was a captain's pick that everybody was questioning. He came back and was way down, got a half a point, tied it up before it was over. But Tiger got out there first. He put the pressure on himself, being down. He knew his match would be over first if he was the first one.
Yeah.
And that way he could get out there and get his match and go coach the rest of the way. Because as a coach, Tiger reads the greens and he see the break and he see the way the course playing. So once he got done, he went and met the other players on there, and he was letting them know, look, this breaking this way.
Yeah, and he likes that course
the wind
too.
Picking up, so you might want to take an extra club. So shout out to Tiger. Tiger got out there as a player/coach. He won his 3 points. Got out there and beat Adam Answer for that first match, and after he won his match, it's like the team just took over.
Everybody started playing better.
Brought the President's Cup home.
And really, Tiger sat out that third round, and it really instilled some confidence in the rest of the team, being that, he was the one playing good.
They had to step up.
He was the one playing good, and he decided to sit out and let them do what they do, because we had the better team. And Matt Kuchar sealed it. He clinched the win with a half a point, and he was about the second to the last group. So
already,
shout out to the international team. They played their butts off. It
Team
was a good
USA,
round.
man. Team
Let's
USA.
go, man.
Shout out to the golf, man.
One more shout out, man. Congratulations to your 5A undefeated state champions 2019, the Acadiana Wrecking Rams.
Wrecking Rams once again in the building, man. Shout out to the Wrecking Rams.
Undefeated, man.
Lafayette, Louisiana champions.
That's right. So
know some kids that go to Acadiana and everything, and it seems like this is like tradition for them almost every year.
Yep. So
either they going to the dome or they winning it.
Well, we had about 3 teams in the area that took home the gold between LCA, STM, and that Wrecking Rams team. We had a letdown with that Jennings team out there. The number 23 Jennings in 3A.
That was a bad loss, but shout out to Jennings anyway.
Took a tough loss to the number 1 seed, St. James, 14-51.
Oh.
But back to that Wrecking Rams, man. That was a tough game. The final score was 8-3 against the number 7 Destrehan team. Destrehan had 140 yards total. That Dylan Monette, he ran for 153 by himself.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Dylan.
It was 8-3. The only touchdown was Dylan Monette. He had a 56-yard touchdown catch. And the Wrecking Rams gave up that 3 points only because they had a 12 men on the field penalty right before halftime. So they let
field goal range.
They let Destrehan re-kick the field goal. No, they kicked and missed. They let them re-kick after the 12 men on the field, and they made it right before halftime, kind of tightened it up.
Gotcha.
8-3, and that was the final score. So shout out to them. In 4A, the number 3, Edna Carr edged by the number 20 Warren Easton team, 35-34.
Ooh.
We know that Jennings team lost.
That was a classic.
14-51. The number in 2A, number 1 Faraday big over number 2 Manny, 56-17. And in 1A, number 4 Oak Grove, 55-14 over number 3 White Castle.
All right.
So that's a wrap.
That's your Louisiana high school wrap up for 2019.
And congratulations to all the ones that made it as far. And even if you didn't win, man, shout out for even getting there. Like Jennings, shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, that was a big number 23 seed making it that far. Shout out.
Yeah.
Jennings.
Fellas, we got about 4 minutes left, and as y'all know, it's Christmas time, y'all. This is our Christmas episode, taking it into the new year. Let our audience know we're not going to be here for 2 weeks. Christmas and New Year's, we're going to enjoy that with our families.
Shout out.
So on the way out, I guess we're just going to pretty much have some Christmas talk about good gifts that we don't mind getting or New Year's resolutions or whatever y'all want to speak on for these last couple of minutes here, man.
Well, what we do at my house, I mean, we my mom and them, shout out to my mom and dad and them. They put together like a little spreadsheet for everybody to put like their shirt size, pants size, and some little notable gifts that they might be interested in, and we kind of pass it around the family. We're a big family, and I look forward to going home and eating and spending time with the nieces and nephews and even brothers and sisters and all that stuff like that, and the in-laws. So
yeah,
shout out to everybody up north. I had a lot of people come down for my birthday.
Yeah, we had
shout out to the birthday.
Went celebrate Mr. Taylor's birthday in New Orleans.
Everybody that came.
Got a party bus.
We had a great time.
From Lafayette to New Orleans.
It was an all-night deal.
And we left at 9 o'clock at night and got back the next morning.
Yep.
On the party bus.
Ain't hear from nobody the next day.
Oh, it was a day of recuperation.
No.
How about you, Red?
But back to that. Just some gifts and stuff like that. Everybody know I'm into the golf, big on that stuff. So just collectible stuff. Anything that I can use. I mean, I'm always good with golf caps, golf shirts, pants.
Anything tailor-made.
Yeah, if I could do that, that's what I'm good.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's gonna be a little different this year. We have a surprise coming up. My youngest sister, my only sister, she's having a baby, and we're gonna.
Congratulations!
Yes. So we're gonna do the gender reveal party at my house the day before Christmas.
Okay.
So for Christmas Eve, we have a big gender reveal party, either Team Blue or Team Green. I don't know what team I want yet.
Okay.
So we're going to do that, and then naturally we're going to celebrate the Christmas holidays with the rest of the family. I'm looking forward to all the pecan candy at everybody's place. That's all I want. That's my favorite thing right there. And
ain't nothing specific on the Christmas list you want to throw out there for the audience, just in case
as far as gifts,
just in case somebody not sure out there that might be shopping for Reggie.
I mean, for me, for me, every year, and it's always been like that. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, because I do Christmas shopping throughout the whole year, so it's whatever. I mean.
I mean, it's a lot of spending money and stuff like that, but I do like the Christmas atmosphere. Even when I'm out shopping.
No, I like that.
People, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like all of that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying as far as a gift, I don't like. It doesn't really matter to me. You know what I mean?
Something.
Okay, give me a pair of LeBrons.
Okay, LeBron
James.
Look, y'all, we got about a minute. To go. So, me, I just want to say, me for Christmas and whatnot. It's just the family, being around the family, good vibes, good feeling, closing out the year. Hope everybody is just healthy and happy.
Yep.
And going into the new year, hope that 2020 is more prosperous than 2019. I'm thankful for us doing this right here. We've been doing this for like almost 5 months now, and 2020 is going to be the year that we're really going to make it take off. So I'm appreciative for that.
Yes, sir.
And just try to stop smoking cigarettes. I'm putting it on video.
Okay. Now you've done it. Now you've done it,
man. That's my resolution.
Put them up, man.
So with that being said, man, look, y'all can check us out. Facebook, The Division Podcast. Is that good enough, Reg?
The Division.
The Division.
Our YouTube channel, The Division Podcast. You can check us out there. Also on AOC's webpage, aocinc.org. We have audio and we also have video. Plus, we're going to be premiering this episode this upcoming Friday at 6 o'clock. Be sure to check us out there.
Tune in.
Shout
Google
out to AOC.
Play, iTunes. Yeah, much love
Shout
out to AOC for opening their doors to us to let us come in here
out,
with our
yep.
madness.
Yes, they've been doing a lot, and we appreciate everything that they've been doing to help us and get to where we're trying to get. So
that's right.
Thank y'all very much.
So with that being said, on behalf of myself and with Fur not being here, my homeboy Philly Field not here, on behalf of Boo, Lance, Grim, that's the other members of the division you don't get to see.
Out.
I'm Ryan G, the moderator.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby, the MVP.
And I'm Mr. Taylor,
Merry
Louisiana's finest.
Yes,
there you
sir.
go. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New
to
Year.
everybody.
Happy New Year.
We'll see y'all next year.
See y'all in 2020.
Shout out and Merry
Peace.
Christmas, everybody.